7937. The software that I'm going to explain today is Spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is a very useful software which is used in project management, and it has enormous benefits like tracking and what are the budgets we can define, or there are many other benefits. Spreadsheet is basically a cloud-based software which distributes all your work, your breaks your work into different tasks, and you can manage it easily, very easily. So here I have shared my screen. These are all the templates that are present in the spreadsheets. Firstly, there are personal templates like to-do list, annual budget, monthly budget, schedule, travel planner, calendar. All these templates we can directly use from this, and it would save our time as well. This next is our work templates like invoice, weekly, timely sheet, website, employee sheet, schedule, purchase order. Next are our important project management templates like Gantt chart, project timeline, project tracking, and event marketing timeline. And at the last, we have education templates like attendance, gradebook, assignment tracker. Now let me open this blank page. I've already opened it here. This is our spreadsheet. It has columns, namely A, B, C, D, E, and it will go up to Z, or even then you can add more column by just clicking right click and add more. And the same way we have rows like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will go to like how many rows you want to add. So we can easily adjust their width as well. For columns, for rows, we can easily adjust this. These are our important functions like file. In the file, we have firstly like new. With this, we can add new spreadsheet. We can open the previous web sheet we have. We can import a web sheet here. Sorry, we can import a spreadsheet here. We can make a copy of any spreadsheet. We can share it, email it, download it. So there are plenty of functions like we can print it as well. If you want to undo, redo any function, cut, copy, paste, these are basic functions that it is in there. These are like if you want to show grid lines, formula bar, we can also use this. If you want to group any task or something like that, we can use this. If you want to insert cells, rows, column, or you want to insert sheet, table, drawing, link, checkbox, comment, note, anything you can add in there. In the format we can use in the number section, we have like numbers, percent, scientific. We can use this in the tables. I will show it later on. In the data, we have all these functions. In the tools, we have all these functions. In the extension, we have add-ons. If I click on add-on, we can easily use these add-ons like AutoCAD, Flubarrow. All these add-ons play a major role in project management and sorting and managing our data. The rest we can add reminders to our work. Like suppose some work is delayed, but we want to add some reminders so that it is not skipped. So we can add reminder, like set up reminder here. Yeah, it can set like the task we want to remember, the email we want, and the deadline, so that it could easily so that it could easily tell you like this is the reminder. I have already prepared one table to explain all of these points. So let me open it. This is our table of groceries items, like these are our cookies, cakes, bedsheet, paper towel. These are our prices and quantity. If I talk about this function I've already used. This is a dollar function. Like suppose you want dollar here, you can simply press it, or like this, you can add dollar in each sign. If you want percentage, you can press this. If you want less decimal, yeah, See, this will reduce the decimal. If you want to increase the decimal, you can also do that. And default language, default, if you want to change the form, default this one, you can also change it to this, or whatever you're comfortable in. You can change the size, you can change it to bold, italic. Suppose some work is completed, you can use this strike through that this work is completed. You can text the color. If you don't like the color, you can change it to this. If you want to fill this cell, you can even fill this with this one. You can add borders. Like if you want to add border, you can add with this. Here we go. So I will just undo it, and rest we have yeah, if we want to align our text to left, center, right, we can do with this. Vertical alignment we can also do. Text wrapping, suppose 2-3 text you want to wrap, you can do with that. You want to insert a link, you can insert it. Suppose you want some comment there, like this task has this, I mentioned like this, you can insert a comment, you can insert chart. These are our valuable functions, various functions like sum function, average function. All these functions we can use. Suppose I have used this function, multiplication function. I want to multiply B3 with C3. I'll type equal to B3 multiplied by C3, and it will easily multiply it, and then I'll press enter. See, now I will just drag it, and this formula will be applicable to all of the fields. Now, if I want to collect the total cost, for total cost, we use sum function. See, it automatically select all these. So I'll just press enter and it will give us the sum. For average, similarly, we will use equal to average and it will give us the average. Now, if I talk about the Gantt chart, the templates I have shown, like project management templates, we have this Gantt chart template. We can just fill all the values in this one, and it will save our time, resources, and our knowledge and everything. We just have to put the value and it will automatically change this. I have already prepared one Gantt chart here. This is our very simple Gantt chart. Here we will write a project title, company name, who is a project manager. I have distributed this project into 2 phases with 3 tasks in each phase. I have assigned these tasks to these people, and what is the progress of this. Suppose 20% is completed and 50%. Suppose like 40% project is completed. So I'll just change it to 40. See, these are our bars which will indicate us like how much work is completed. If suppose this work is 100% completed, then I'll write 100 and this bar is full now. So for this I have used this formula. Similarly, these are the start date and end date of these tasks. These are our durations, and this is our pictorial view of these tasks. Like suppose this task starts at 21, so 21 to and ends at 23. So here is our task. So starts at 21 and ends at 23. And this one starts at 24, ends at 27. See, 27. So if I change it to something like suppose 26, see, it automatically shows us like you have changed the starting date of the task to 26. So I will shift it to over there. So let me undo it. So this is how we can use Gantt chart in spreadsheet. It is a very, very effective method. And you can see I have removed the grid lines from this. If you know, like where are these, if I select this, then grid lines will come back. This is basically all. So let me just one more minute. We can also, this is another function, we can duplicate this sheet, or we can copy this to new spreadsheet or existing spreadsheet. We can rename this sheet, we can change the color of this sheet, we can even protect this sheet. Suppose you're working in an organization and you want to protect this sheet. So everyone not have the access to this. So you can type in any password, and every time someone opens it, it will ask for a password. That's how you protect this sheet. These are our calendars and how you keep this. And with this, we can share our work with anyone. And if you want to present this to a meeting, or you want to give a meeting of like this Gantt chart, you can simply press it and give it a meeting. And suppose someone has earlier commented on this Gantt chart or this project, you can use this. So this is how we use spreadsheet. Let me stop sharing my screen. Yeah, so if I talk about the limitations, there are very few limitations. Some software are free and some are paid. So if I talk about the spreadsheet, in spreadsheet, if I talk about the free software, in free software we won't have all the functions, all the things that you want to use. But in the paid, you will have everything, every function and every software, you can everything you can use in that. Another thing is that it is very difficult, or somehow it is not that difficult for a person who has a working experience. For a new person, this software will create problem to understand it, and it will ultimately affect the project. So, moreover, there is a lack of new version. Like uh, if someone is working on an old version and a person has a new version, so there is a possibility that the file might get corrupted, or it will not open in the older version. That's the main thing. Another thing is how it supports the project management. We, like I have told earlier, we can use templates, we can set reminders in it, we can attach files, we can use comments. There are plenty of functions we can do, like forms are used to track the data, to fill the data. We can use proofs to review and comment about work. So there are plenty of features we can use, like the format data, creating from the range of functions we have, and all these functions generally help a project manager to fill all the data in the spreadsheet. That's all. Thank you so much.